Invoices are based on fee structure. These are the general invoices that go to students based on the fee structure or circulars and include various vote heads. They are mostly class-specific. For such invoices, the administrator or finance manager will follow the steps below in creating the invoices. A. Go to Settings. B. Select Invoice Templates. C. Select New Template. D. Choose class, name, term, and year. E. Enter your vote head name on the item description and the amount. F. Select Add Items and keep adding the items until all the necessary vote heads are complete. G. The total amount will be displayed. Confirm it is the correct one and then select Create. H. The invoice template will be created. From selecting the Action drop-down, one can edit or delete an invoice template in cases where errors or omissions were made. To create an invoice from the invoice template, the administrator or finance manager will A. Select the Invoices icon. B. Click New Invoice. C. Choose Invoice Type, Invoice from Template. D. Select the class name from the drop-down menu. Select the invoice template that you want to use to invoice. E. The invoice template will populate and the various billed items will be displayed with a total summation. F. Select the due date, that is, the day you expect the amount to be paid. G. Select the action, that is, save and send or discard. H. One can preview the invoice prior to sending it. I. On clicking the Save and Send options, a success confirmation will be received on the portal. The invoices will be sent to all the students in the calls. The historical invoices will be saved on the Invoices page. The parent receives a notification from M-PESA bills. The school can create ad hoc invoices for billed items that are not factored in the fee structure. These billable items could include transport, replacement of lost items, additional classes such as swimming and piano, etc., or school trips. The school can create two types of invoices. 1. Single invoice. This is where the school is billing a student a unique item, for example, replacement of a lost library book. 2. Group invoice. These invoices are used when the school is billing targeted students, for example, all students who are in the piano class, swimming, using transport for a route, taking a trip, etc. To create an invoice, the administrator or finance manager will 1. Create line items. This allows you to predefine the cost of every billable item. Otherwise, one will have to type the amount for each item. A. Go to Settings. B. Select Line Items. D. Enter the item description or name and enter the item amount. E. Select Create. F. The line items will be saved. 2. Select the Invoices icon. 3. Click New Invoice. 4. Choose Invoice Type as a single invoice. 5. Search for the student using the search parameters such as name, admission number, or student's parent or guardian. 6. Enter the due date. 7. Enter the invoice name, for example, lost library books, broken cups. Note: this is the name that will appear on the SMS notification to the parent or guardian. 8. Input the item description. This can be selected from the drop-down of predefined line items, or if it is a new item, type it out. Amount for a created line item is already predefined. For non-defined line items, one can type out the amount. You can preview the invoice before sending it out to the parent or guardian. 9. Select the action, which could be either save, send, or discard. Note: a saved invoice will be shown under the Bills display. Should you need to send this invoice out, the administrator will need to change the status to Send. The parent or guardian will receive an SMS notification informing them of their child's pending bill. Where the student has a previous bill, checking the due bill will show both the invoices and give a summation of the total due amount. Invoices can be sent to targeted students, for example, swimming club, piano, or karate. 1. Create groups or select a pre-existing group. A. Go to Students tab. B. Select Manage Groups. C. Select New Group. D. Enter group name. E. Enter description. Any description that will help you understand why the group was created. F. Select Create. G. Search for the students that you wish to have in the group and select Add Student. 2. Select the Invoices icon. 3. Click New Invoice. 4. Choose invoice type as Group Invoice. 5. Enter due date for the said invoice. 6. Enter invoice name. 7. Select the item description from the drop-down menu or type the various items that the group is being billed for. 8. Then select the action, which should be Save and Send. For all the invoices, the parents or guardians will each receive an SMS notification informing them of their child's pending bill. 1. Created invoice. This invoice was saved but not sent out. Notifications are not sent out to parents for such invoices. Should the school require action to the parent, they will have to select the Send option so that the invoice can be pushed to the parents. A created invoice can be sent to a parent, updated, deleted, and previewed. 2. Sent invoice means an invoice that has been sent out to the parent or guardian and is within the defined period. A sent invoice can be cancelled or recalled where the invoice was sent in error. A sent invoice cannot be edited. A sent invoice can be archived. 3. Past due invoice. This is an invoice sent out to the parent or guardian but whose due date has lapsed without payment. A past due invoice can be cancelled or recalled where the invoice was sent in error. A sent invoice cannot be edited. 4. Partially paid. This is an invoice that has not been fully settled. Note, the system allows for part payment. A past due invoice cannot be cancelled or recalled where the invoice was sent in error. A partially paid invoice cannot be edited. A partially paid invoice can be archived. This will apply in cases where the school decides to write off an invoice for one reason or the other. 5. Fully paid. This is an invoice that has been settled. A fully paid invoice cannot be viewed. A fully paid invoice can be archived. An overpaid invoice requires action. That is, the parent or guardian will need to define how the funds should be distributed. For example, carried forward to another invoice or transferred to another student in cases where parents have multiple students. 7. Cancelled. The school can cancel an invoice where the invoice was raised in error. When an invoice has been cancelled, the parent or guardian will not find the cancelled bill when they check under due bills. .ke